So, because I'm incredibly bored tonight, and I get asked the question a lot whenever I post it about what's the method with this Mega Dog deck that I run, because I run it very differently from the standard list. So I thought I'm bored. Let's do it. Let's show off the deck a little bit and actually explain things to people. So, of course, obviously we have the Mega Dog line, you know, a 2-2 line of Electrike and Manectric. Electrike is kind of just here simply to evolve. Like, this guy can't do anything by itself except for maybe kill Badoo. But Mega Manectric is pretty much the main attacker of this deck. Its first attack for 2 energies does 120 damage, and during your opponent's next turn, it just can't take damage from basic Pokemon. Meaning, you just say no to Raging Bolt, which is hilarious. And its second attack for 3 energies does 200, and you can discard all energies from it and do 30 more damage, or 130 more damage, meaning you're swinging for 130, which kills pretty much anything that isn't a Mega or a big beefy Stage 2 EX like Metagross or regular Mega EX Venusaur from 151. But ain't nobody running those anyways. Next, you got 2 Miraidon EX, which is pretty much used for its tandem unit ability, which once during my turn, you may search your deck for up to 2 basic lightning Pokemon and put them onto your bench and then shuffle your deck. So that's mostly my main way of searching out like my Electrike, my Tynamo, maybe my Zekrom EX, and it can be used as sort of a last-ditch effort attacker, because, I mean, for 3 energies, it swings for 220, which is, yeah, that knocks out pretty much every supporter EX in the game. Like, Fezandipiti, Mew, kills Squawkabilly, but Squawkabilly would die anyways. It knocks pretty much any of those out. Next, you got 1 copy of Zekrom EX. I mean, its first attack you're doing nothing with. Yeah, I mean, 2 energies for 50. No, ain't nobody doing that. But its second attack for 2 lightning and a colorless voltage burst does 130 plus 50 more damage for every prize card your opponent has taken. Sure, it hurts itself for 30 damage, but at the same time, you're not worried about that because you're using this as your last Pokemon to do big damage against your opponent's active. Because, I mean, your opponent has taken 5 prize cards, you're down to this last one, and you're swinging for an additional 250, so you're swinging for knockout on literally everything in format. Like, nothing is surviving Voltage Burst. Next, I have 2 copies of Brute Bonnet, which is here for one purpose: Toxic Powder. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon has an Ancient Booster Capsule attached to it, which is a tool, which gives Ancient Pokemon 60 more health and makes it to where it can't be affected by status conditions, it makes both active Pokemon poisoned, which then assists with Binding Mochi, which attacks used by poison Pokemon do 40 more damage. Meaning, let's say I use it with Mega Manectric, its Righteous Blasting can swing for 370 damage with the Binding Mochi attached, which kills everything, and then the poison will kill Mega Venusaur. So, with the Toxic Powder Binding Mochi combination, Mega Manectric now kills everything in format, and now it can kill some regular supporter EX Pokemon and things like Raging Bolt and Roaring Moon without needing to discard the 3 energies, which ups the power of the deck significantly. Next for Pokemon, I've got a 2-2 line of the Tynamo and Electrike line. Tynamo, once again, here simply to evolve. You're getting it out with Nest Ball. You're getting it out with Miraidon. Now, Electrike is a very helpful Pokemon. Once during your turn, you may attach a basic Lightning Energy card from your discard pile to one of your benched Pokemon. That is incredibly helpful in a deck like this, simply because Mega Manectric kind of discards energies to be able to maximize its damage. Meaning, if you have
a Mega Manectric in the active, and then one on the bench as well, guess what? During your next turn, if you have 2 of these set up, you can attach 2 energies back, attach for turn, and because Mega Manectric has a silly thing called a free retreat cost, you can then retreat into the one on the bench and Righteous Blasting again. Meaning this guy comes in clutch even more than you realize, and it is a good way to come full circle with the combo. Then we have 1 copy of Mew EX, which can be used as both a supporting role and an attacker for like late game purposes. Its ability Restart lets you draw until you have 3 cards in hand. This deck burns through resources very, very fast. So being able to get 1 or 2 more cards at the end of the turn before you attack is helpful because it could help you find those 1 or 2 cards that you need. Because, you know, people be doing anything to restart for 1. And it's usually, from what I've seen, exactly what the person needs. I speak from experience. It's great. And genome hacking lets you use one of your opponent's actives attacks. So, say you're up against a Dragapult player, you double Dynamotor if you have 2 Electrike on the bench. You double Dynamotor onto Mew, attach for turn, bring it up, and then use the Phantom Dive on the Dragapult. Or, you know, you could use Grimmsnarl's attack, or you could use literally anything. Like, genome hacking lets you do any of your opponent's actives attacks, just for free, which is great. It's very helpful in many cases. I actually beat my dad by copying Fezandipiti's Cruel Arrow attack and knocking out one of his unevolved basics on the bench. And it was hilarious. And did I feel guilty? No. And then lastly, do I even got to say it? Every single deck that runs at least a single 2-prizer runs Fezandipiti. It's probably one of the best cards in format right now. I mean, it helps you flip the script literally. Once during your turn, if any of your Pokemon were knocked out during your opponent's last turn, you may draw 3 cards. That is an incredibly helpful ability in pretty much every situation. I mean, you're getting 3 additional cards after you just took a knockout, or after your opponent took a knockout, meaning it can help you get a leg up very easily. Now, is it give or take, or is it very shoddy, depending on what you get, because it's just 3 cards off the top of your deck? Yes, but getting access to more resources always helps, no matter what. And for the items, it's pretty much a regular, like, standard Miraidon list. You know, you got your Nest Balls, you got your Night Stretchers, Ultra Balls, Earthen Vessels, Pokégears, you got a Counter Catcher. Prime Catcher is the ace-spec of choice for more aggressive plays. Mega Signal to search out just a single copy of Mega Manectric without needing to discard anything like you would for Ultra Ball. And Tool Scrapper to get rid of pesky hero capes that are attached to stall Venusaur decks, because why are people running that? You're evil if you do. Even more so standard with the supporters, you know, Lillie's Determination, Boss's Orders, Arven's, Iono's. Literally nothing out of character here for a Miraidon list. And it's pretty much a combo of Poison Toolbox and Miraidon here, because you got your 1 copy of Air Balloon that you want to attach to Miraidon just in case, or, you know, and you've got your Ancient Booster Capsules and your Binding Mochis for the Poison package with Brute Bonnet to do the additional damage. You know, simple things. The other thing that changes from this list is I run 2 copies of Town Store, which it's a stadium. It just lets you look through your deck for a single tool during your turn. So you could get out a Binding Mochi, you could get out an Air Balloon, you could get out, you know, an Ancient Booster Capsule. You can get out any one tool with this, and it is incredibly helpful. And lastly, I run a single copy of Perilous Jungle because it makes Poison do 30 damage instead of the 10, meaning now I can one-shot Golden Go without needing to discard the energies off of Manectric. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Like, subscribe, follow, share, you know, the whole thing.
Thanks for watching.